Good evening, everyone. It is 6:45. I want to start the meeting. I want to thank you all for coming out to Community Board 5 General Board Meeting. Give yourself a hand clap for coming. I want to start the meeting now because we have presentations and we also have some items that we need to vote on. I want to get you guys in and out. Hopefully we can get out by 8:30 on the dot. So I'm going to start now. So I'm Alice Lohman. I'm the chairwoman of Community Board 5. To my left, I'm going to pass the mic to them so that they can say who they are.
I'm Charles Bullock, second vice chair.
Gina Watson, recording secretary.
Angus Fisher, corresponding secretary.
And to my right,
Albert Scott, parliamentarian.
y'all could clap for that. So we're going to start the community voices now. Mr. Charles Bullock, my second vice, will start calling. In the middle, right here. Yeah.
My name is Maria Quinones, and I'm here to talk to you today about this golf game at Highland Park. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's a game that's of the area of Highland Park. And the way the game is played is that they have baskets set up, and the baskets, there's 10 baskets to put in holes and golf course, and they're spread throughout the whole arena. So what happens is you can take it one time, and then people go with the bikes, and walking or a cell phone walking, people walk the foot. I get that we have a risk of getting into this because what they do is the way they do the game is they have to the baskets and the golf is going to hold a ball and they do this. This seems very innocent, but when you go this 100 and something feet away before you get fast. On Saturday, I got to experience almost accident firsthand. I went there and I saw a family sitting back, well, from well, there was a basket here, the family sitting over there. So I sat down, I was talking to them, and I don't know where this came. It looked like this close to the child's face. And when I spoke to the doctor, I said, "Did you not see your?" She said, "I'm sorry." And we went on talking, and she asked me, "Well, what would have happened if you hit the child?" She said, "I would have been more sorry." There was like no consequences. And what they're doing now is asking people to these areas that they're paying. So I want to talk about it. I think first of all, it's not safe because having this thing going around with children things is not safe. And if you use a dating posting for everything, you're not sharing the area where it's on. So if you want to pick it, when I was working there, my friend years ago, it was parties. My parents go and celebrate children's parties and have picnics and have events. And right now, everybody's in the and I was talking to my family and saying, I fear my child when I heard the loud noise. So I was looking up to attention to them because it's happening all over the park. And they had an accident going on. I was wrong. I looked up on my way from the park. I didn't know this was coming up. And apparently we found the people on the floor. And none of us have been any more about it. So, you have any questions?
Well, that is over there in Highland Park. That came to the community board. There was information that went out to the community, but you can come to the Parks and Sanitation Committee meeting and express whatever concerns you have, and they can speak to the Park Department. When is y'all meeting? First Tuesday of every month, there's the Parks and Sanitation. We have 8 different committees. There should be a calendar in the back that tells you all the committees and the times that they meet. So if you could come to the Parks and Sanitation Committee, we can help you further with that. Yes. Thank you.
I want to know, is the Highland Park group, are you individuals or a group? Because I have a lot of people from Highland Park here. All right, so I'll call you up individually. Fran Marquez, Highland Park.
I'm just following on what Maria was talking about. I moved to the area about 8 years ago, and since then, virtually every day I'm in the city, I've been in Upper Highland Park with my dog. All of a sudden, it just felt things appear. I know you said that there was outreach. None of us knew about the outreach. There were no signs posted in the park that I saw. I don't know where the outreach happened, but it has taken over. I love Upper Highland. I love many ways that it's used. Like, it's just so full of life, and I feel like the people who have come in with the disc golf seem to have taken priority over the people that I've seen using the park all these 8 years. And they don't seem to care that there's people that have existed in the park before them. They will, like, I have a favorite spot on the hill that I always sit at. And there's one of the bases not too far from it, and I'll be sitting there, and 3 times in an hour, I'll have a disc coming within feet of me. Haven't been paid yet, but it's honestly a matter of time before somebody gets hurt. I see them frequently aiming towards a base when there's people walking by the base, or there's a video of a child playing at the base, and there's a guy throwing it right at the child. It's not a good mix. I've got nothing against disc golf, but the park is meant to be used by a lot of different people, and it's supposed to be a peaceful place to be. And when you're always having to worry about something hitting you in the head, it's no longer that. And I have to say, I'm really surprised that by giving it the stamp of approval, if the Parks Department opened themselves up to such legal liability. Because if a child does get hurt, or an adult, if anybody gets hurt, that's a lawsuit. Because the Parks Department approved it. And I would rather see any money that goes to a lawsuit go to benches in the park, or a better cleanup system after the weekend barbecues. I just think it was, I don't know how it got passed, but I would like to find a way to make it stop. That's
All right, thank you.
Could you please put your ringers on silent? Please. Thank you.
Next up, we have Jasmine Chino from Highland District Park.
Wall Street is only have 2 minutes, so that's the time.
Good evening. I come here as well about Highland Park, and I'm a teacher and mom in Cypress Hills, so I use the park a lot. My daughter loves basketball. We have the basketball courts, we have the baseball courts, we have the tennis courts. If you haven't been to Highland Park, I invite you to see how beautiful it has been. So thank you to the community for really developing this park, and it is a beauty, you know. But it is relatively small compared to, let's say, Prospect Park or Central Park, right? And our community is growing. It is getting bigger, and our children are growing. And already these basketball courts, amazing, they take up space. Tennis, you know, we have the lawn, we have the circle area for the events. We have a beautiful reservoir where you can go to bird watch. So many people now come into the community to bird watch. There's this very special place that is quiet. And I invite you to go if you haven't gone. And it's stunning. And the pathways are new. And you can sit there. You can, hello? Okay, you can be with your family. But you really can't anymore. Because again, those discs are now taking over that space. And my problem is, our community is growing. Then where will we have the space to sit? peace and enjoy nature. It's gonna grow. We need to conserve that space for that activity, for calmness, for quiet, people, moms walking with their shoulders, you know, like without the fear of a disc going through your head, hitting a baby. So I ask you to also help us in the fight to really conserve the space for that activity, for our families to sit and enjoy. And if you go see that space, your heart will be broken because the amount of space that takes up is, ridiculous. It's a lot of space, and it's hurtful to see how much space was taken up by that whole course. So go check it out.
Up next we have Stephen Lexington from Highland Park.
Thank you. I'd like to express my concerns as well. These are really hard. I don't know if you get a chance to do it. But basically, it's not just the obvious danger that should be self-apparent before they introduce them having dangerous projectiles flying over the entirety of the park and taking up the whole space. But it's also the conflict it is creating. Park is a place of peace. It's a place where New Yorkers go to breathe, have some space for themselves. People are in our places and stuff like that on the street. The park is a sacred place where everyone can relax, be with their family, their loved ones. And what is happening now is you have all of these people that use the park. And in the park, there are baby showers, sweet 16s, all sorts of stuff going on. Families celebrating, lots of kids. And now there's one group of people that are coming in and disrupting everything. It's throwing dangerous projectiles, nearly missing their children in the middle of barbecues. So you have a whole park full of people that have the objective of using the park just as a park. And then you have another group of people, and they're not expecting these blind things, they've never heard about this game before. And then you have another group of golfers coming in, and they're told it's a golf course. They've never been to this neighborhood, they're from outside of the neighborhood, they don't understand the community or the park. And their objective and their expectation of this is the golf course. There is the infrastructure that the park has put in place, which says to them it's a golf course. So they are harassing locals, telling them to get off the park. We're told that it's a park first and they have to work around this, but in reality what's happening is it feels like this invasion and everybody is being asked to move week after week. People are disrupting your peace and coming in your time with your family on the weekend. It annoys me. You have, the park has invited conflict into the park. There are two different objectives from two different groups of people, and the two don't combine. You're getting angry people playing golf because people are in their way because everything's a golf course, and parks people just completely annoying because people are throwing their desires at them and asking them to move. If you stir up confrontation, conflict, anxiety, and danger week after week after week, people are getting mad. There is going to be more and more serious confrontations and serious fights. And I urge that something be done about this. Thank you.
Up next is Tamara Kokshan. I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
I'm the last one of our representatives, so very nice. I happen to be an artist, and I'm a resident and a user of the park, and something that has been in my mind a lot with this whole crisis is the fact that usually when we think of the park, when we think of that landscape space in the urban environment, these were sites that were designed to make us forget that we are in a busy city. That's sort of the objectives of parks, to conjure a sense of nature, peacefulness, and commune with nature. Now, none of that is happening for the reasons that you already heard. I'm particularly annoyed that all the efforts that the Parks and Recreation has done to enhance the visitor experience at the park, and that is the bringing on new pathways and steps along the way. All of that has been going by the parachuting of these these canisters that are made of metal. They have metal chains. This is completely outside of the line of thought, the aesthetic of the park, and the aesthetic of being in nature. I may also want to add that these canisters with the same metal chains have, to all of us, negative connotations. When we think of chains, we don't think of good things in our lives or in our past. This is the part that is used by a minority community for the most part. So I don't see how this game is enhancing at all the experience that this park was designed to. So thank you.
Next, we have Tim Bernie.
All right, good evening, community.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Dennis, and I'm here representing the group. I just have a short few announcements about things we have going on in the future. First and foremost, I want to say that the Community Benefits Assistance Program, formerly known as Single Stop, which helps the community with different signing up for different community benefits, is now located at the second floor of our office at 2588 Magic Ave. So this would be a great, working in tandem with them, this would be a great opportunity to come and see what we have going on with the group and also help sign up for community benefits with the Single Stop program. And also, this week on Friday, we have our Disco Week event, our Halloween event at Success Garden. So the theme is Haunted Disco, so bring your afros and then we decorate that from Friday 4 to 7. And next week, I'm hosting my chat and school event where I invited community members, community organizations, and community leaders to come and share a meal and have a community dialogue and short discussion forum based on community issues that are pertinent between us. So that's about it. And the crib is located on 2580 Atlantic Avenue. It's an online space, so if anybody wants to drop by and say hi, I'll be there. See y'all later.
Up next, we got Julia Neal.
Good evening, CB5. It seems like every month since January, I've been coming here asking you guys to vote no on something. Today is the day. So, many of you guys might not be aware, but there are 6 ballot initiatives that we are going to vote on in this coming election. One of them is self-explanatory, is a statewide initiative. I mean, use your discretion. However, there are 5 that are statewide only. And they came from the Charter Revision Commission session that convened so quickly earlier this spring, and by June, they were having their public hearings. So it wasn't a very quick turnaround, and I'm sorry to say, but I feel like many of these initiatives are designed just to diminish the power of the city council. Some of them are just so asinine and egregious and terrible that it makes no sense why they rushed it through, and then again, at the same time, we know why. So one of them is especially, disturbing to me. That is ballot initiative number 3, which would encourage the city council, not encourage, but require the council to actually present some type of budget for their new local laws and anything else that they're asking the agencies to do. That basically just allows the mayor to say, well, we can't do this because you didn't present us a budget and we don't know what it's going to cause and affect. So please vote no on section about proposal number 3. Initially, I'm just going to come and talk about that. But the second thing is, hearing the Highland Park complaints, CB5 has 8 different committees. It's really difficult for the up to 50 appointed members and the only 8 to 10 or maybe even 12 members of those subcommittees to make determinations on something that's going to happen and occur to almost 200,000 residents of CB5. I am a public member of the committee of CB5. It is imperative that other public members of the community allow to these meetings. The same way you found across tonight's meeting, I'm sure you have received the community event calendar every Friday that the district office sends out. Pay attention, come to these meetings, and participate more. Don't wait till the last minute when changes have occurred and say, oh, I didn't know about it. You have to want to know about it. You have to want to be involved. As Ms. Green said, some people are for it, some people are against it. Many in this room might not know that the New York City Parks Department, at the encouragement of the mayor, there's a Michael Parks initiative that's going to send hundreds of millions of dollars for various capital projects and programming improvements across all of New York City's parks. So become part of the conversation. Find out more about what's going on, and the best way to start is right here at the work.
Next, Franco Lee Madison. I think it's a group. Love Quality of Life Center. Love Fellowship Church. Outside Walker Church.
you here for a crowd. Bring me to the bishop has quiet tonight. And it's just a handful of us, most of us that serve on the team. I am the pastor of community affairs for the church. We have been at 464 Feet for over 30 years. Recently, there was a building that was built on 468 Southern, and we were told that it was going to be a sit-down, and it turned into a shelter for the mentally disabled. With that said, a lot of things have been happening. We can imagine the shock that we had for some of the incidents and how the neighborhood has changed, where even the neighbors are afraid to come out of their house. So we are soliciting what we can do, setting with the community board, but to get a better understanding of what we've been going through, we're going to call on our head of security, Mr. Frank Paxton.
Good evening, Madam Chair, or the legislators. So we've been trying to ascertain why the shelter was supposed to be originally a synagogue. Right? The city governments say that synagogue. Now it's a shelter. Okay, so we need to know what happened, who dropped the ball. We are told that it's private property, but again, someone gave permission to put that shelter. Now, if you look at a demographical schematic, you will find that a disproportionate amount of our churches are being bombarded with shelters in close proximity. Right? We're not anti-shelter. But as you can see, a lot of our people are women. So we are here to ask for some help to see how can we either have them shift course or be more proactive in assuring us that the urination, the defecation, the loitering, the panhandling can be limited. Alright, so we see Congressman Max. And, so that's why we're here, all right? Okay, so 2 months ago, the police arrested someone with 3 guns. 2 of them was bolsters, right? I didn't look at the pictures, but that's another concern. It could have been something to our Christians or myself and my team. We try as much as we can to, just secure the perimeter of the property. But again, these are young adults, they have mental issues, and we just need help. All right, so thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it.
I'm going to thank you in your congregation. I thank you when you came to public safety and you also came to 75th and Parks and Sanitation. And I just want to say publicly to you that the community board did not vote for that shelter to be there. That is private property, but as I said to you, the community board will be a partner with you and we will do the faith walk. We have Dr. Andrea right here, who definitely will be involved along with all of the community work. We have your back. When you have this demonstration, the council member, Mr. Banks, said that he also will be a part of it. So you guys are not alone. I'm glad y'all came. I hope I see you again. I'm going to say like committee member Julian said, let's not wait until there's a problem to come to the meeting. Come to the community board, let's sit down, let's discuss it, let's work it out. We
very concerned, so we need help.
Understood.
Thank you so much for helping us.
You're welcome.
Bodega on the corner, the neighborhood and so.
What's the address of distribution at 468 Southern?
Or 68 Southern.
Where's the spot?
Right next to our.
468 Southern. The address is 468
That's the corner of Miller.
That's what they advertise. It's like moving us, shifting, changing name, all of that.
So let's go over it. Sitting down and planning on it. If it's a demonstration you have to do, then that's a demonstration you have to do. If the phase walk of all different denominations, let's do it.
Okay, so these people are very methodical on how they got their shelter there, so they're very savvy and smart as it relates to how they implement it.
We met with one of the directors of the facility to see what we could do, and when we explained some of the incidences, he said we needed pictures. So, take pictures of people flying off. Okay. We'll do what they said.
Thank you. I see the inspectors, and, well, they see you on the inspector. So they see you guys doing this training. You said someone was arrested with 3 guns, 2 was a ghost gun, 1 is a 9mm. So they see it, they can take that information back to the inspector, and they can also be involved.
They know about it. They know about it. Thank you, everybody.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Homeowners, what if I told you portions of East New York is very big detailed inspection taking place on one side? What if I told you on the other side, homeowners are organizing by metal fighting the property management, which is more or less not doing their duty to more or less get rid of the existing homeowners there, buying the property then to rent it, which basically means taking off affordable ownership or the table. Homeowners, what if I told you that on east and west there is predatory zoning that take place where only displacement and economic chaos is as a result is more or less elder abuse that's taking place because they're targeting seniors. They're targeting not only folks that are seniors but folks that are approaching retirement. Then I ask you, but wait a minute. What is the common denominator? It's the predatory zoning that is trying to modify. What do you want to learn today? Legislation or policy, however you only has 2 purposes. Modify behavior and direct the money. The behavior is being incentivized to displace us. We recognize that they are targeting all community members, but homeowners, we have to remain vigilant. Because in the middle, in the heart of East York, there are presently 27 homes that's on the East New York foreclosure sales, which is looking to be auctioned off at 330 Adams Street. Why do I bring this up? Is because we should not suffer in silence. We should not simply put that together under the pillow and pray that it goes away. But just to be more active and be activated. You are not alone. There are many organizations fighting the fight. You have East New York Community Land Trust addressing the default and speculation. You have the East New York Coalition for Community Advancement addressing the predatory zones. So the only message I want to leave you is with this. What do you do when there is no trial and when there is no money? Or you want to fight for your family, right, your household? You are legislative attacks that are counted. And I have to publicly recognize two individuals because I criticize folks, especially elected in public, but I have to criticize in public. I have to recognize our council member, Chris Benz, and our council member, James for the homeowners at Meadowbrook with the leadership of Tanai and also Ms. Granville. In addition to that, we know that our council member, Sandy Nurse, is looking to address and hopefully make sure there is no predatory zoning taking place, such as Florida and Kentucky. The economic trauma and chaos these zoning does for our community is not a blessing, but it is a curse. It is an economic curse that's taking place. So this message here, be activated, be vigilant, you're not alone. And if you don't want to be a part of one organization, start them. I'll be the first one here actually to help activate. You are empowered to address and change things. There is nothing new stated. Everyone knows when we fight, we win. And that's why we're being proactive here today. And hopefully everyone receive this particular flyer in regards to the predatory zoning rally that's going to take place in City Hall. We realize East New York and Brownsville is not the whole community, right? But there are low moderate income black and brown communities in Crown Heights, East Flatbush, Canarsie, that is under attack. So organizations throughout New York City will be at the New York City Hall in regards to this, and then in regards to the predatory zoning at home, in which total development is trying to do. All I ask is real simply for the sake of time, scan this. If you scan against predatory zoning, simply scan this flyer and sign our petition. And for my church family, love fellowship. 468 Liberty, get hacked or a religious institution. Sometimes I wonder, is it even a part to more or less to shut down churches to get their property? When I hear that they are dedicated in front of the property of a religious institution, urinating, on top of that, bringing the car, blowing up lots, shut down that homeless shelter. The name of that entity is not doing the job, and I understand the bar is getting tore and full, but the main thing also is getting those petitions to eliminate that operator.
Next, Eddie Lynn from Cypress Hills.
How are you doing tonight?
How are you?
Good. So, my name is Haley Jan. I'm with the East New York Coalition for Community Advancement and Cypress Hills Local Development Corporation. I'm going to talk a little bit more about what Al was just talking about. So, how many of us here are parents? How many of you have children who you would eventually like to leave your home? This zoning that Toyota is proposing does not bring the kinds of jobs into our neighborhoods that will actually allow young people to grow and thrive and get the jobs and be able to leave their parents' homes eventually. It's not just about the fact that they're trying to build 600 rental units. It's not just about the fact that they're trying to build 400,000 square feet of office space. We should have a say in what gets built in the community.
Without a doubt.
Now, there's still a we can do. I call that action, and there's two things. As Al mentioned, if we would like to oppose this rezoning that's coming, a lot of office space, some rental units, a lot of retail space, but not a lot of benefit for the community. There's a QR code in the back that can help people use that later. Please scan it, please sign it, please tell our elected officials to vote no on the total development for workouts. The next thing is we have a rally coming up next Wednesday, exactly a week from now at 10:30 in the morning. We're going to be at City Hall. We would love for you to join us. We want your voices there. Please let me know if you can make it by scanning this QR code as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Deborah Hack.
All right, then.
Good evening, family. I'm Deborah with the East New York Community Land Trust. As you know, I'm truly dedicated to working with the homeowners in the Jew streets, previously known as the Home. We're working to get them infrastructure that they truly deserve. Those homes pay their taxes, but they're not getting the services that they need. We want the city to install a sewer system because those homes are on septic tanks. We've been working with all of the agencies, DEP, DSNI, NIPD, you name it. We work with all the agencies, and we also been working with the elected officials regarding this. But it's been about 2, almost 3 years of back and forth of talking, and the homeowners and myself, we're tired of talking. We're tired of their planning project that they want to do for the neighborhood, because we know when it comes to HPD, the only thing we want to do is build homes, build houses, build apartments. Apartments that our people in our community can't afford. So I'm asking you to come out on Wednesday, October 30th. They're calling it the Jewel Street Draft Strategies. HPD calls it Jewel Streets. I call it HPD. You know that name, but they use the Jewel Streets. To me, I think that the Jewel Streets name is being used because they know how to advocate for these homeowners, and they know Deborah, aka myself, I have a big mouth when it comes to doing things for people who need services. So come out on October 30th at 6 p.m. May I continue one last thing, Chair? Thank you. Also, HCLC, we're doing a general membership as we do every month. The first Saturday of every month, we're at the New Lots Library. I have flyers for both events in the back. Any questions, please come and ask me. Thank you.
Peace and blessings, New York. My name is Lisa Cameron. I have an organization by the name of Gridiron Mom Squad, where we help athletes through the recruiting process to college. At the end of the day, we know the community that we come from, the reason why it's where I come. I have a son that's a football player, and New York, that's really where New York City is overlooked when it comes to football. So we help them through the process as far as getting to camps, getting them on college campuses, teaching them how to speak to coaches, guiding them how to put their film together, and those type of things. So at the end of the day, so we can get college paid for. Also, I said as VP on the 75th Community Council, so just to invite everyone to our upcoming meeting on the 6th. bids committee will be our special guest. Let the community know what CB5, what that committee offers, and also share a little bit about CB5. So I'm inviting you all to that. And last but not least, on Saturday, I know there's multiple events happening in East New York, but I'm going to invite everyone to our local high school, our middle school, Jefferson High School. Their homecoming is on Saturday, so if you can make it out, come out and support our young men and young lady that's also playing on the team. Come out, support, kickoff is at 12 p.m.
Next has no meeting live. Highland Park. Okay. They ready. Kevin Reagan, free workshop for families.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kevin Reagan. I work for an organization known as Lincoln Literacy Community, and what we do is we offer free programs for the East New York community. We work with partner organizations. We're focused on parents, caregivers, and kids age 0 to 5. What we have coming up on October 30th, Wednesday at 11 a.m. at 273 Senator Avenue, we have a free family event that we're doing called Book of Weed. There'll be activities, reading, there's giveaways as well. So I want to promote that. The fact of that English and Spanish, you can pre-register, but it's not necessary by using our QR code. And we will have more events coming up, particularly after Halloween. As far as we're looking for other partners to work with to promote our programs, really reach 0 to 5 parents. It's kind of hard to reach that demographic population if you go to any other, it's very difficult. So we're looking for helping the community to really reach those parents and let them know about free events we're having throughout the community. And cards on me, flyers in the back. Any questions, come see me. I'm sitting over there in the back. So thank you very much.
Up next, we have, excuse the pronunciation, Zan. I think I heard that.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Cindy from the Community of Commerce. My co-worker Jonathan, he's not here today. Our president, representing here. Today is not about me. Today is about resources and share. If you are a business owner, we have a free resource network for you. So this resource network is called the OIC Small Business Resource Network. If you are a business owner, this is a free resource network that can help you with financing, with marketing expertise, or your website where you, and everything we operate for free. You don't have to be a member or you don't have to pay anything for us. We established this because back in 2019, the small business in New York City was facing a lot of challenges, and all the Chamber of Commerce, they tried to establish something that can help with the community, that can help with all the small business. So that's how our service came from, and so far we have helped over 25,000 business all over the city. So thank you. So I have some flyers in the back, and I'm going to sit in the back also. Just to let you know that also our organization is going to host a lot of events. We have a real estate event next week. We just finished a fashion show, so if you have any questions about the chamber or about service and just talk about, please let me know. Thanks so much.
You know, it just moves me because I knew when that church came here from fellowship. I remember the Grace Baptist as a child. People said, I'm the Nation of Islam. Yes, I am.
than all my father's houses. But what I'm finding more and more, as we stand here, we look around and I'm seeing all these melanated people here. I don't care if you call yourself Hispanic, Latino, Black, Patois. You have melanated DNA. We're in a common denominator. We find ourselves here now, 60 plus years later, fighting for the same things that people gave their life, that they gave their life for 10. We should be ashamed. We're looking at fighting for housing rights, voting rights. As a child, when I was in school, I watched people on television in real time. They're lying. We got more black behind sitting in more white seats than them. We have to understand that no, people, my sister said no is an affirmation, a positive declaration to establish of limitations which interfere with your aspirations of who you are and your desire to stay with precarious and negative situations. We act like saying no is a problem. They come to us and we try to fit in when they come with these policies. The hell with those policies. It's over. God's going to compromise. The truth yesterday is the truth today. You're sitting here, we looking at people that look like us sitting in seats coming up with policies that do not help us. And we got a problem coming up. No! You don't want to know one thing I like about Trump. Those people say he's fired. Fired! They got jobs. This is your community. The man that changed your behind are not going to take all your money. Stand up, think, and be men and women. We're facing, my family came here in 1969, 1 year after the Fair Housing Act of 1968. Our brother was not killed. He was assassinated after the king for pushing that. But he stood up and said no more. I'm a man. But I can't get elected officials to say no more and risk their positions. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I don't need egotists. A negotician is one that don't want to end white supremacy, just want a better position in. We have to fight for what we have. This is all that my family came here and fought for picking after 1960. I told people they look like the burning one. We're here now. I want everybody here who's black, melanated, stand up in your house. Yeah, stand up in your house. Stand up, be proud. You know how many people that look like you that want to own you? Now you want to leave that to your children. Stand up and tell them politics and the rest. Hell for the city, hell for everything else you do. Do it or get out the door. I thank you.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Charles Block, second vice chair, 20-year carpenter for the Carpenters Union. My nonprofit is called Shades of the Trades, Mentoring and Leadership. I have a QR code here. I don't know if everyone has a cell phone. You can just put the camera up and sign up to my mailing list. So what I do is I provide information for young men and women in the community to get to construction union trades. So I've been shot steward, and this is kind of my own game. So I figured that helping people who don't have the proper resources get to union jobs that have benefits of dental, medical, and all these things that we need in life is essential. So this is my nonprofit. We also partner with different community organizations like Success Garden. We have Thanksgiving giveaway coming up next month, and different other organizations. So the next recruitment is November Up next, we have Rio and Milan from Business Instruction.
So we were going to help. So come visit us if we are having information. So we had the Monday to Saturday from 9 to 6 and Saturday from 9 to 5. Thank you very much.
We are located at 662 Blake Avenue between Pennsylvania and New Jersey Avenue.
We also have someone in Jacob and table that's
We have students in the back. Last, we have Advocacy from DYC.
Hi, good evening. Everybody's folders, you should have received one of these flyers for Work Learn and Grow. Our Work Learn and Grow program enrollment finished today. Applications for the deadline is Monday. So all of our participants are fully enrolled as of today. We enrolled over 300 participants in East New York in the 70th precinct. Our top 3 providers are Boys and Girls Club, Cypress Hills, and Italian American. I just wanted to give a brief overview of what kids are going to be doing more Work Learn and Grow. They're going to be doing a mini course for 6 weeks. They're all going to get either one credit that's going to go for all of them in college, or they're going to be doing graphic design and financial literacy. After they do their courses, they're going to be placed at an internship. And I want to stress that you can still, if you are on the hot shop, if you're a restaurant, if you have a business in this neighborhood, you can still apply to your work set so we can place our interns there so they can actually stay in the community and help benefit us. Because I have worked for the Department of People, we always forget the second part, community development. We're here to place our kids and help our own community thrive as well. So if you have any questions for Work Learn and Grow or any other DYC questions, I'm here. My name is Alex Madam, and yeah, thank you.
Next is elected officials.